Hi everyone, Jeanette Biro here. I'm a medium and a channeler, and I had another really great question, and the way that they asked it, to sum it up, was essentially, why are all the other animals and life sources on our planet often excluded from the conversation of planetary ascension? Right? Like, why don't we often talk about animals ascending, insects ascending? What happens to their consciousness in this whole process of ascension on this planet? Well, first of all, amazing question. Now, there are many different ways to look at this question. So I'm going to answer a few bullet points to add some color to the answer. So first of all, many of the animals on our planet have already ascended in consciousness. They are already working in a higher frequency than what we are. They already perceive the world differently than our scientific methods can prove. I mean, we could compare the fact of dolphins, for example, have a bigger brain than humans and seem to have, in many ways, higher intelligence. Now, that is measured based on scientific principles that we have available to us right now, which don't always take into the account spiritual understandings, right? We keep that quite separate. So for us to observe the way that animals have already ascended, and many that have long ascended before humans, it's hard to measure that. When I've asked my guides about this, though, they've said that many animals on the planet have already been sitting in the higher kind of 5D frequency than us. Now, you may ask the question, well, why haven't the animals then taken over? Why is humanity still in charge, in a sense, okay? The idea is that animals have come in to play a specific role. The soul of that animal came in as an animal to play a specific role, to learn things based on their own soul desires, and also to anchor in this higher frequency on the planet. That's the role that they took on, just like this little monkey right here, right? Who always seems to show up when I'm doing videos. Anyways, so there's a soul responsibility and a soul desire as to why that energy came in as a particular animal, but part of it is they already anchor a higher frequency. Now, in terms of insects, that one, I didn't get a clear answer when I asked my guides. I didn't really get a sense as to the understanding of that, but I do know that all things have an energy of consciousness, just like trees, just like plants. I have had energetic exchanges or conversations, if you will, with plants and with trees, and they do have much to share. So the trees have already been holding a very, very high consciousness of information within them, which they are revealing to humanity through planet Earth, through our grounding practices, which is why it's so detrimental in a spiritual nature to cut down some of those really big, specifically those really big old growth trees. They contain a wealth of wisdom, almost like a living library of knowledge, that if we tapped into the energy that is then connected into all the mycelium through the forest, if we tapped in to the conscious connection, we would connect into that energy, the energy of everything on Gaia. So what's happened is, as humans, we've really kind of narrowed our own view, thinking it's only humanity that's ascending. But the entire planet and everything on the planet is ascending, and many parts of our planet, many of the animals, the trees, and the forests have already ascended and are essentially waiting for humans to catch up. They're waiting for humans to get on board and realize everything is connected. You can't abuse one thing and think it's going to be okay. You can't cull an entire population of something else and think it's not going to disrupt other populations of other things. Everything is connected. As human beings, we are deeply connected to planet Earth and everything on it. So essentially, it seems like humans are kind of the last to the party in recognizing this absolute beautiful connection that we have. So I hope that kind of helps answer your question. This is something that I could definitely do a deeper dive on and do like a podcast about it. So I may very well do that to bring in more explanation, but I hope this helps for now. And please do keep the questions coming. I love them. It gives me opportunities to chat with my guides and bring more insight and awareness to the world. So thanks so much, and I'll be back again.